I'm so thankful for our elders, our saints who went on before us, who have labored in the field to prepare the field for us. They have given their life to witnessing, to preaching the gospel, who has made it, I want to say easy, but easier for us. The ones in the past who are the ones who are in the mission fields, who are out there right now, who are grinding and tearing up those fields and open up many doors for people to be saved. I thank God for the missionaries who has given their life to the work of God. And for us to be able to come and harvest, and sometimes I think we have the wrong idea or the wrong process for how a harvest works. You know, I'm from Georgia, the great state of Georgia, may I say. And no, we have over 100 acres of land, and my house was surrounded by fields from the sides to the back of our house. So we go out and play football, baseball. It was the greatest. It was great growing up. And some privileges of having fields in our house, we were renting out to farmers, and so they would grow peanuts and watermelon, you know, different fruits and vegetables in our backyard. So sometimes we go and get some, just taste it, make sure it's good. But I had the every day I could go out and see how the harvest works. How they would go out and they would go to the fields, and they would pick different sorts of peanuts. We grew cotton, tobacco, all this stuff. And I took note on how they would go out and they would begin to harvest their fruit, this field. And let me tell you, harvesting is not an easy process. To go out and harvest, you have to do some work, hard work, labor-intense work, your hands hurting type of work, feet hurting type of work. My dad would tell me stories of going out, and they would go out and they were picking cotton. Again, this is old time. And he's like, you just can't go out and just grab the cotton and pick it up. You would poke your hand and your hand be bleeding and sore all day. So you had to learn how to go in there and pull the cotton out without hurting your hands. We used to go out into the bean patches, and we would go out and pick peas to eat. That's the best. Fresh beans and peas was the absolute best. I'm getting hungry. But we'd go out and we'll pick them. I had to learn how to pick without breaking them and messing them up, because if you break that stuff, my dad was, hey, boy, that's food. So we had to be careful on how you go about picking this fruit and out of the fields. And Jesus gave us, in the previous verse, how he went out and he would heal the sick, how he raised the dead, how he sat with the sinners. The woman with issues of blood was healed. He opened blind eyes. All this is at verse 9. But he was preparing the field for us to be able to go in to win souls. We must go out into the harvest. We have to be careful how we are picking or harvesting or witnessing to the people. We can't go out there and just grab them and say, come on and go to church. It's a certain ways you have to go out and go about to witness and to win these people. I remember when I was in Okinawa, Japan, where Brother Parker was out there witnessing. And, you know, I was young in the Lord. And people walk by and say, hey, we give them tracts and stuff. And this one time, we've been out for hours, so I don't know any better. I'm from Georgia, you know, big, strong country accent. So the guy was walking by, I was like, hey! And the guy jumped. I was like, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, that's not how you do it, you know? So I had to learn how to talk to people, how to be welcoming to people, to bring them in. And so we must be careful about how we are talking to people. It doesn't matter their circumstances. It doesn't matter if there are bums on the street. It doesn't matter if they are the richest person in the world. Treat everybody with love and respect. And when we do that, and then we do bring them into the house, there's still more work, because you got to shell the peas. And there's a way you got to shell the peas. Because, again, you can't, if you dig too deep, you're going to break it and bust the pea open, and it's no good. Well, we're still gonna try to eat it, but you don't want to damage that precious food that's inside of that pea pod. So when they're in the house and when they come into our house, they come to the sanctuary, we got to make sure our arms are open and with kid gloves on, and we're like, come on to the altar, let's pray, let's go out, let's do this. We got to be careful in how we treat the people because God is watching, and he's like, this is everyone that's here, I love them. I care for them. I want you to love them and care for them. Be blessed.